In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful. Today I, as a Muslim, I want to offer my opinion and make a statement that news media, they are making an environment of hate for the Muslims. We are the target, no doubt. It is unambiguous. This is something that is, I'm not making a clandestine point of view. It's not surreptitious. This is a fact that is taking place. But we keep on putting the dust underneath the rug, and we can't do it any longer because this hate is continuous, it's incessant. So we need to make a change in that. And there's no doubt in my mind, with all the plethora of evidence that is out there, that we are the target, no doubt. Just like the Jews were in the pre-Nazi era, that how they were looked on contemptuously, how they were shown in news media as people who are vicious and sly and taking over economy, and they're no good and all of these things, while at the same time Hitler also had his propaganda showing a Jewish family enjoying lunch and dinner and say, oh look, we're not doing anything. Although the opposite was taking place. When they went to Germany for the Olympics, they took off the signs where Jews weren't allowed to sit. They took off the no Jew sitting signs off benches and stuff like this. As soon as the athletes went back, they were allowed again to put those signs up. So this is exactly what is taking place with the Muslims. I mean, we're not saying we have reached the stage of that proportion or that magnitude, but fascism, how many thousand steps? So we're at least some steps into this fascist ideology of scapegoating Muslims for everything bad that is taking place.
Don't tell me I need re-education. They need deportation. About Islam. I don't want to hear one more word about Islam. Take your religion and shove it up your behind.
American politicians state that the vast majority of Muslims living in the United States are just ordinary people who love America and are loyal to America. Is that true? Is that really true?
I can't begin to tell you how important it is that we understand the true nature of Islam, that we see it for what it really is.
Police say the 17-year-olds broke several windows with an iron rod and slashed tires on a van. According to the report, Gonzalez Baca told police that, quote, all Muslims are terrorists.
What also happened to the Japanese right here in Canada, where they said a vote for the NDP would be a vote for the Jap, and that's a negative terminology used for the Japanese. The Koreans, the North American Indians, where John Wayne is going and he's always winning, and Tonto says a few words, Kimosabi, it's not even a word. The African Americans, over 400 years of slavery and persecution. We have so many examples. That's why Abraham Lincoln, he said, he who molds public sentiments goes deeper than he who enacts statutes and pronounces decisions. So public sentiment right here is the media in America, and I would like to say the reason I'm choosing America as an example for media is that because it's a dominant culture. That's a fact. I could say Canada, I could say Australia, I could say Pakistan, but I'm using America because it's the dominant culture. It's being exported all over the world. And people, for example, if a rapper goes, yo, my man, somebody in Jeddah will go, yo, my man. So I'm going to use America as an example for what it has in terms of media, because that's what they're exporting. 1,400 daily newspapers. 1,400. That's not a joke. 1,400 daily newspapers, 1,700 television stations, 1,700 television stations, 12,000 radio stations, 17,000 magazines. What else do you need? Seriously. I mean, this is the media that's saturated. But guess what? It's owned by a few. And the few that are out there doing good works like Democracy Now!, fair.com.org, democracynow.org. If you go democracynow.org, that is the news. In 15 minutes, the first part, you can watch 50 hours of Fox News or CNN and won't get as credible news as you would with Democracy Now! With Amy Goodman and Juan Gonzalez. Wonderful people. Even from their faces you can see these are people who are not controlled by corporate dollars, big pharma. And they say it themselves. They take donations from regular people to put the truth out there. So therefore the media colors our perception. It controls our thoughts. This is what happens, and they know that they have this big industry cornered for money.
Well, there's a connection between our location and where they can blow us up. You don't see them blowing us up here since 9/11 because they would love to come over here, but we have to be vigilant. So they blow us up in Lebanon because it's easier than trying to come over here. That's why we have to be vigilant and stay on top of them. They're not going to like us no matter what we do.
Who's they?
The terrorists. The Islamic fascists that President Bush is talking about, and I'm glad he's finally saying that, because he's tried to say that Islam is a religion of peace, which is not true.
Okay, religion. Okay, good. We're getting a lot on the record there. Let's go back to Amy Goodman. You want to respond to that?
To smear a whole religion is racist and it's disgusting. And I think Muslims around this country are very insulted, and not only Muslims, but people who care about equality. There are a lot of Muslims who are standing up right now and saying that they don't believe in violence, as many other people are. We have to stop terrorism, whether it's in Britain to bring down planes that are coming here, or whether it's, unfortunately, the U.S. military in Iraq that has been involved in what the military is admitting are some terrible crimes, from Haditha to Mahmudiyah. Killing civilians is absolutely unacceptable. And to smear an entire religion, I just would like to know if Heidi smeared Christians when Timothy McVeigh blew up the Oklahoma City building. Of course not. That would be ridiculous to pick up every white man in America because he's a white man or he's Christian.
You really think that's what she's saying, Amy? Are you really saying that she's saying that?
Well, I'm absolutely saying that when she says that Islam is not a religion of peace, it's ignorant and it's unacceptable.